You are tuned into the 5-Minute Signal, Mental Fortitude. I am Reese Kale, Cognitive Strategist. This is not a self-help podcast. This is a tactical brief for optimizing your internal operating system. We don't do positive thinking here. We do strategic execution. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get to work. Stanford and Notre Dame just published research on moral licensing, the phenomenon where performing one virtuous act unconsciously grants permission to behave unethically afterward. 950 participants tracked. The results? 89% who performed a single good action, donation, volunteer hour, recycling, public statement, engaged in measurably more selfish or harmful behavior within 48 hours compared to those who performed no virtue. The mechanism? Your brain keeps a moral balance sheet. When you deposit one good deed, your unconscious withdraws permission to be selfish elsewhere. You recycle, so you fly private. You donate, so you treat service workers like garbage. You post about justice, so you exploit employees. One good deed doesn't make you good. It makes you worse. Here's why it matters. Moral licensing operates unconsciously. You don't consciously think, I donated, therefore I can be cruel. Your brain runs the calculation below awareness. Stanford's data showed performing virtue activates reward circuits that create a moral credit feeling. That credit then gets spent. The study tracked behavior after participants performed virtuous acts. Those who donated were significantly more likely to cheat on subsequent tasks. Those who publicly supported causes made more selfish decisions. Those who volunteered 1 hour justified unethical shortcuts at work. Your brain treated the good deed as evidence you are good. The licensing is strongest when virtue is public. The more you broadcast goodness, the more your brain grants permission to be terrible in private. The hard truth? Your good deeds are making you worse. This is measured behavior. Public virtue inflates ego. Inflated ego rationalizes private vice. You think you're virtuous because you donated or posted or recycled, but your behavior afterward is measurably worse than if you'd done nothing. You snap at your family. You cut corners at work. You justify selfish decisions because you already proved you're good. The study found single acts of virtue predict subsequent unethical behavior more reliably than personality traits. Doing one good thing is a better predictor you'll do something bad next than your actual character. You're not becoming better through isolated good deeds. You're training your brain that virtue is transactional. You deposit goodness, you withdraw selfishness, and the withdrawals are always bigger. Here are the actionable moves. 1. Treat virtue as a floor, not a credit. When you perform a good act, do not allow your brain to treat it as evidence of your moral status. Remind yourself immediately, this is baseline behavior, not exceptional. You donated? That is the minimum, not a medal. You recycled? That is what functional adults do, not heroism. The goal is to strip the dopamine reward from the act, so your brain does not generate moral credit. This requires conscious reframing every time. 2. Never broadcast virtue publicly. Why? Because public performance amplifies the ego reward. You are not just doing good, you are being seen doing good. That doubles the moral credit your brain generates, which doubles the license to be selfish afterward. If you must act virtuously, do it privately. No posts, no announcements, no recognition. When the act is invisible, the ego reward collapses. Your brain cannot use it as justification for future selfishness because there is no inflated sense of moral superiority to draw from. 3. Track your behavior in the 48 hours after any virtuous act. This is your accountability window. Moral licensing research shows the effect is strongest within 2 days of the good deed. After you donate, volunteer, recycle, or publicly support a cause, monitor yourself ruthlessly. Are you treating people worse? Are you cutting ethical corners? Are you justifying selfish decisions? If yes, you are licensing. The awareness alone reduces the effect. When you know your brain is trying to spend moral credit, you can consciously refuse the transaction. Write down your behavior. Review it weekly. If you see patterns of post-virtue selfishness, you have confirmed you are using good deeds as permission slips. One good deed does not build character. It gives you permission to be worse unless you actively prevent it. I'm Reese Kahl. This has been the 5-Minute Signal. Stay sharp.